Click on This with your hosts Crystal Milana and Sabrina Taylor-Smith, and produced by Capri Productions.
Hey guys, I'm Crystal Milana, your host on Click on This. Tonight we are at Cancun Cantina and just finished watching In Living Color perform. Right now with me I have In Living Color's producer, Ron Saint Germain. So Ron, can you tell us how long you've been working with In Living Color?
Basically, did the demos that got him the deal. That Mick Jagger, who saw Vernon play at CBGB's with this group, asked him to do a guest spot on his first solo record called She's the Boss, off of which I incidentally mixed two songs. One was Lucky in Love, which was his first and only #1 as a solo artist, and the other one was Just Another Night. But he was working on his second solo record at that time in Right Track Studios, New York, on 48th Street, and he was in Studio A, I was in Studio B with these guys. We did 4 songs, which wound up on their first album, and I've been working with them pretty much ever since, in some capacity on just about everything they've ever done.
So you have a long history with them. How's the journey been working with In Living Color?
Well, it's an awesome band. They're incredible, talented players, as you know. You saw tonight. I mean, just spectacular players. Their musicianship is I put them, in the top 10 players out there. They're just fantastic and incredibly versatile. So they just celebrated 25 years, so I've been with them most of that time, in some capacity or another, whether it was producing or just mixing. I've done front of house for them on multiple occasions. I mixed their last record, Chair in the Doorway, and we're now talking about their next album. So I love working with them. They're great talents. They're inspirational. It's a lot of fun. They're great writers. I think they're as good now as they ever were. Corey, his voice is just so effortless. It's so strong. Wimbish's playing on the bass is unrivaled. Of course, his track record. He's played with so many: Seal, Rolling Stones, Jeff Beck. I mean, the list is stellar. Will Calhoun can play anything, and of course, Vernon Reid is probably responsible, this band, for bringing back the kind of attention that we hadn't seen in a guitar player since Jimi Hendrix. So I think they're groundbreakers. They've got something to say. They're a great band, great guys. I love working with them.
Can you name some of the other artists that you have produced for in the past?
Sure. I did 5 albums with 311, Sonic Youth, Goo, did Creed's first album called My Own Prison, and produced and recorded and mixed their Grammy-winning single Arms Wide Open. Just finished with Nels Cline, who is the guitarist for Wilco, but he has his own group on the side for many years. It's a experimental kind of jazz rock ensemble called the Nels Cline Singers. There isn't a singer among them, but it's the trio: upright bass, drums, and guitar. Spectacular, inspired guitarist, amazing stuff. And his album is #1 right now on the jazz charts, and it actually crossed over into the rock charts, which is very unusual for a jazz album. So that's a few.
And you're also mixing for some Canadian artists. Can you tell me about that?
Sure. Just finished a single just this morning at 4:30 in the morning for a lady named Erin Hunt, who is someone to watch for. Canada has been very fruitful for a lot of musicians. We've seen Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, Bryan Adams. I mean, there's been Shania Twain. There's been some amazing talent come out of there. Erin Hunt is I think, next up. Extremely talented lady. And there was a group I just mixed their album for. It was produced by a good friend of mine, Tom, who used to play bass in a group called Joy Drop, also from Canada, that I produced, that is now broken up. But they were a great band. He still plays a lot, but he produced her and brought her down to my studio, and I mixed him. It's called Mercy Flight. It's going to be released this month. Great record, very sensitive singer-songwriter, beautiful songs, great music.
Well, Ron, I want to thank you for your time.
I thank you. It's nice to meet you, and thanks for having me.
Thank you. I'm Crystal, and you are watching Click on This.